I grew up in Dutchess County. My family did not attend Catholic schools, but I have taught in nothing but Catholic schools my entire life. I had an opportunity as a young man in college to experience the Catholic school way of doing things, and I've never looked back. This is the end of my 33rd year in Catholic education, and I wouldn't change it for the world. Several of my teachers send their children to the school and constantly send other teachers' children to the school. And the idea is that if I can trust my child, so can you. And that just, you can't do enough marketing to overcome that, or to compare to that. That kind of understanding, that kind of trust, it's not something you can buy. When parents are educators and they're saying this is the school, what more can you ask for?
One thing I like best about my school is the opportunities that there are. There are different clubs. I've gotten to meet a lot of new people, and I feel like I've learned a lot, just in general.
First off, my classes, my teachers, they make sure to not make their lessons boring, and they're really interactive in what they do. And my special classes, I can focus on subjects like art, music, and physical education, and then after-school activities like chess and architecture. And my friends that I've made since I've been here, because they're like family.
But it's really a community where you know people and people know you, and it's almost a family-like structure.
What I like best about my school is it acts kind of like my home, a place where I feel like all my memories will be at, that I will love forever.
I'll describe it as a really open place because everyone's welcomed and everyone's included in things, and the staff's really nice, and if you have a problem you could always go up to the teachers and staff to talk about it.
Well, I describe my school community as more of a family. I think that I will cherish the moments that I share with my friends, and I honestly aspire to represent the lessons that my teachers have taught me.
When you think of Catholic education, you think of family. So many of us as parents want the best for our children, and we look to Catholic education because it's a family environment. This year I have 3rd grade. The 8th grade this year, I had some of them in pre-K, I had them in 3rd grade, 4th grade. So they're mine, they're my kids. I don't think you ever leave them. They leave your classroom, but they never leave you, they never leave your heart. They're always part of you. So, that's a feeling, at least I experienced, you wouldn't get in a public school building.
My 5th grade teacher was really good at math, and she really helped me to how good I am today. They push you to do your best, but not to the point where it's confusing or frustrating, but they make it easy and great. It's a good experience.
I was kind of struggling in literature and social studies. I really couldn't understand any of the work, and then when I just talked to my teacher and asked for help, I really got there was a spark that kind of encouraged me to read and understand the topics more and to study as well.
We do STEM experiments, science experiments. We play games, academic games, and we learned a lot of things from these games, and it's really fun too, so that's what makes it great.
One of them was you get to make your own headphones, and another one was that there was different experiments in it. One of them was to make a clock and you can make batteries with water and sodium chloride.
As a teacher, you're not just an educator, you're a mom, you're a coach, your counselor, your referee sometimes. You play all those different components. I think in a public school environment, you're playing teacher. You're not forming that close connection with your students. So that ties into your faith because you need something that can ground you.
Attending St. Margaret of Crotona School has really shaped my faith life, and I think that they teach us to constantly respect each individual as I wish to be respected, and they constantly remind us about the importance and power of our prayers.
I've learned now in my academics that all of us need to be forgiven whenever we do something bad, and the fact that God will always love us even when we sin against Him, and that just teaches me to be more polite, more friendly. It really has affected the way I've acted around others.
The daily prayer influenced my life too. It kind of gave me like confidence or like motivation to get confirmed, like continue my Catholic faith. And I think that's a very important part of going to a private school, kind of being in touch with your faith. And I've like really been motivated by the morning prayer.
St. Margaret's helped me how to understand that God will always be with me.
I've kind of been able to find, like, to help begin my faith life by being in a Catholic school. Like, I've learned to try and follow in the footsteps of my predecessors, like Jesus. And I've learned important lessons through my faith life that have helped me not only in, like, in getting closer to God, but like in life in general.
Some of the lessons I learned is mostly through like religion class too, because the more chapters I read, I get to like learn more about my like religious past, and like it helps me like interact with others and be kinder in other like ways and stuff.
I often tell parents in the middle school, in elementary school, we teach them to learn. In high school, they learn who they're going to be. And in college, they become who they want to be. And those are the levels of thinking that they have to have. We need to give them that foundation, and then we give them to somebody else, and we just hope that they're successful. It's not often they'll come back and tell us that they are, because we're elementary school. But when you see that, and I can say the following. I've been here 12 years, so this will be the third class of students who's joined me in kindergarten who will now graduate. I have watched them grow, and I can certainly say that without a doubt, we've done a very good job.
If I could teach a class tomorrow, I would probably teach them about history and how it impacts our lives, and how we can work even in small ways to improve society.
If I was a teacher today, I would teach science because that's my favorite subject. I really enjoy it and I think it's important in life.
I like Spanish food, so I'd probably teach how to cook Spanish food. Probably rice, beans, and then you could cook tostones with them. I like doing that.
I would do science experiments. Maybe not as much academic as just interesting, like volcanoes, things that, does it have real academic meaning? Maybe not, but it's just something that's fascinating.
I would teach them different Dominican songs and dances.
If I could be a teacher, I'd probably teach social studies or math, because they're all based on like facts, and once you continue to like think about it and solve it, an answer always comes out. And for example, in history, we learn about the mistakes of like people in our past or like the founding fathers. Then using those like, mistakes, we can like apply them in the future, so we don't make those same mistakes again.